Guys, welcome. I feel like we're already 20 minutes into the show.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Larry Toma, a.k.a. Larry the Legend, a.k.a. Brother Toma.
Yep.
And Julian.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce your last name.
It's actually very easy. It's like cringe, just with an E. Krenge.
Krenge.
Yeah.
There you
Just
go.
call him JK.
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 He's always joking.
Always joking.
Yep.
Always having a good time. That's what we love about you guys. Thanks for joining the OP show today. Give us a little kind of background to you guys.
On me?
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been in sales for a long time.
Okay. How long? How long is a long time? For the audience at home.
20 years.
Don't say that.
Yeah, 20 years. I'm in my late 30s. Well, Julian and I are the same age. So
Mid-30s.
I've done a lot less
Mid
with
to
my
late
life.
30s.
I'm not co-founding a company or CTO. I'm just a boring old sales rep. So been in sales for a long time. Been at parcelLab for 2 years. Yeah, known you for ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ever by
How did you
2.5
guys meet?
months. How do we meet? E-tail.
Yeah, no, Jess. Jess hosted a coffee shop. We were in the same room. Jess hosted a coffee meetup at NRF. And you were floating around the room.
That's
and I was
right.
just sitting in the corner staring at
Just
you.
me doing my thing,
And I was
floating.
just like, well, no, Nico was like, that's my
Behind
boss
your
over there.
smartwatch.
He's really nice. And I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll meet him. And too cool. So then I had to wait for the next. Then Nico came to my event that I hosted.
Yeah.
And then, so she showed up, you didn't. And then at the next event,
Yeah.
then Nico was like, hey, you should meet this guy. And then I went to your dinner that you hosted. And then I didn't talk to you there either.
Yeah.
But I got in the car with you, and I thought it was the
In
Uber.
Uber.
And it was Michael from Hexclad's car.
Shout out, Michael.
And I thought he was just
Shout out the best Uber driver.
Yeah, I thought he was a chatty Uber driver. And I was like, oh, you're a fun Uber driver. And he's like, this is my car. So I put my foot in my mouth there, and then the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely sell the film rights or something. Because it's
Netflix,
the Notebook
come on.
2.
Yeah.
The Notebook 2. It's
Fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Julian, give us a little background here.
I'm the nerd at parcelLab, right? Nerd in residence, essentially. Sold my first website when I was 14. And have been sort of building software ever since, basically. So I always joke, so I actually also build software in my free time, right?
Yeah.
So on the weekend. I have this little, it's called a Playdate, made by a company called Panic out of Oakland. And it's like a retro Game Boy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I built retro games for that.
Wow.
My wife is like, why?
Why? Why are you doing this?
Why
Let's
are
go
you doing
hang out.
this?
Let's go do something fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is fun, babe.
He's not
Exactly.
building post-purchase software for the world's largest e-commerce brands.
Yeah.
He's
You're
building
games.
Incidentally.
video games that nobody will ever play.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Someone's going to play them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
sometimes I pretend like I'm interested just when I need him to build something for me.
Yeah, fair enough. And it works.
Yeah.
It works every
works.
time.
Exactly.
60% of the time.
It works every time.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to jump into the first segment. It's called Out of the Box.
Okay.
This is where I'm going to ask a variety of different questions. Some hot, some spicy, some mild,
Oh,
some easygoing questions. Some questions about you, Larry. Some questions about you, Julian. And some questions about parcelLab.
Nice.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get going. Okay, share parcelLab's story with us, Julian, and then from your point of view, 2 years ago. Tell me about parcelLab 2 years
Well, I
ago.
found it. No.
Julian, jump in.
So as you can hear from my thick accent, right, I'm German. So we started in Germany a good 10 years ago, roughly.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, at that time, e-commerce was at a different place, really,
was, yeah.
right? Especially when you look at everything around fulfillment and how people actually get their orders. It was, in one word, terrible.
Yeah,
Right?
archaic.
It was dispatched. You heard nothing. And then maybe 5 to 6 days later, somebody showed up at your doorstep with a box that was completely nondescript. And hopefully that was your order, right?
Yeah.
And so
Fingers crossed.
we basically, Toby and I, one of my co-founders, we met in a program by the European Union. Long story, doesn't really matter. But the idea was, how can we make this better, right? There must be a way to help retailers connect with customers during that time of the journey, right? And we couldn't really figure out how to do it. I'm being honest, right? It's not like we had like some divine inception and then we're like, oh great, let's do this. So we basically ended up cold calling 6 months, all day, every day retailers until somebody finally picked up the phone. One of our first customers was a fairly large brand back in Germany. They do musical equipment, and they're very well known for their dedication to their craft, right? They're like really great customer service.
Sure.
They sell, for example, microphones, and then they have 4 different singers, male and female, with the different pitches, and they sing into every microphone so that you as the customer on the page can hear how this microphone
You wanted
sounds
to know
like.
how parcelLab was started.
Oh yeah,
not how
sorry.
this, uh,
That's really great. Anyways,
was started.
anyways, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we start with that.
So this is Guitar Center. You started Guitar Center.
Exactly.
And then it led into parcelLab.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
in a way, yeah. And
Anyways, yeah, keep.
from then on, it basically went like that, right? We
And you figured it out. You figured out what you were doing, right? Like, let's make sure we put that in there so our competitors don't clip it and say
we
they never knew what they were doing. See?
we started really, and I think that's the important part,
Yeah.
right? We started co-innovating with customers,
Sure.
right? With retailers. We never thought, oh, we're smarter. We just build something and then
Yep.
they'll come, right?
Yeah.
To this day, and I hope a lot of our customers can attest to that. We build things that retailers actually need in
Yeah.
a way where they actually want to use it. And this is how we come up with our roadmap, right? Our roadmap is driven by our customers.
Determined
We
by
do
the customer. Should
Yeah.
be.
post-purchase labs and customer advisory board and all that stuff. And this is how we figure out what to do next.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Larry, what about you? 2 years ago.
Well, I
coming
like to
into
think,
parcelLab.
parcelLab didn't really get started until I joined 2 years ago. No, just kidding. No, I was working for a really large publicly traded company, and so I felt like I hit the ceiling there. Wanted to always work for a startup and like have. I mean, I kind of sell my based on my personality, right? Like I didn't want someone to give me a scripted sale, so I wanted to go someplace where I had a lot of ownership. So when I first came to parcelLab, we were just growing in the U.S. And I kind of joke like I'm the CMO, the legal team. Not anymore. We have all this stuff in place, right? But I joke that I was all this for the Minnesota office is what I would always say, right? Just kind of like making my own stuff and then quit calling Julian. That's how we became buddies. I'd quit calling and be like, hey, I'm about to say this. Is it something we can do? He'd be like, ah, sure. So, yeah. So then...
And as a longtime sales guy, what's the type of relationship you have with some of your customers? Maybe we've got a few in the audience here. What is that relationship like with old Larry the Legend here?
Larry the Legend.
I know he amps me up so much.
He
I mean, that's
does.
the only reason I'm here. And all the Diet Coke we just had.
Oh my
That's right.
gosh. Well, we did talk about this recently because I am Larry's hype girl, and I did say like the partnership is everything.
Yeah.
I could deal with crazy as long as we've got a good partnership.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, my big thing is like...
So she's saying that you're crazy?
yeah, probably.
He's a
I
good
mean,
time.
people buy from people they like, and I think like I've been in sales long enough that I don't want to work with everybody. I want to work with people that I like too. And so, in this like technological world, it's like, who do you want to pick up the phone and call? Like, I don't want someone to look at the caller ID and be like, oh shit, can I say shit? Oh shoot,
You can
it's
say
Larry.
you can say whatever you want. Dude.
Oh
It's
shoot.
open mic.
Oh
yeah.
shoot, it's Larry, and I don't want to pick up the phone, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of my thing. I'm like, be somebody that people want to work with, and I think I've been really lucky. Like that's why I appreciate our relationship is like getting a really good crew of vendors and brands together that just get together and have a fun time, and then we just naturally talk about business. This has been the best part of my career.
I love that. The best 2
We both
years,
hold our
you could
hands like
say.
this.
Yeah.
Should we all?
Yeah. I think this is
No,
good.
that's just off now.
Yeah. Okay. What is an unpopular opinion or a hot take?
You go first. You got something?
About parcelLab or about
No,
like,
just
what do you
just
want?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you got the CTO of parcelLab here. Do you want to
Okay.
give the hot take? parcelLab?
Hot take, but yeah, I mean, Julian's not as smart as he. No, just kidding. I'm always telling him he's super smart. Let's see. I think that what I love about e-commerce is that every time I talk to a brand, the biggest hurdle that I have is that they think that their problem is super specific and unique to them. But I think they don't realize like a lot of other brands have the exact same problem, right? That's why like when I talk to some brands, I'm like, yeah, we've solved this already, right? And they're like, no, it's specific to us.
Like bundling. Bundling is perfect, right?
Yeah, like, no, it's super exclusive. This is an issue that we deal with. And it's like, no, you guys are all dealing with the same thing, right? And so, and is that a hot take?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Is that hot enough?
It's not as juicy.
It's
but
not that
we'll take
juicy.
it.
Think about
I'll
another
take
one.
it.
Think about that's like a mild, maybe medium.
Maybe
Okay.
that's like work specific. Now we need like personal hot take.
Personal one.
Yeah.
Personal hot take.
Personal hot take.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was work
That's a hot
specific,
take.
which was good.
We could do like maybe massages. Like, what's your?
Oh yeah, massages in Vegas. Don't hot take. Gotta
Hot
laugh,
take, let's
gotta
go.
laugh from the producer
Yeah.
back here. Hot take.
Hide your kids at home. Here we go.
When Luxor wants to charge $200 for a massage, that's good. Don't Google cheap off the strip Las Vegas massages.
Give us a story. What's happening off the
I
strip?
don't see this here. There are so many red flags, but
But you didn't read into any of them.
in hindsight,
They had
they
great
all.
Yelp.
Great Yelp reviews.
I've also learned now that not only in e-commerce, but also in the massage world, that you can fake your reviews and you can pay. Like, if I would have looked, I would have noticed all 60 reviews were on the same day, right? And it's just like, these are small details. I just thought $80 for 90 minutes, like that's a steal.
That's a bargain.
90 minutes, and then it had a plus at the end.
But as soon as I walked in and they didn't ask my name or make me fill out a form, and they just walked me in the back of this like industrial building.
You passed a
should've
bead
known.
curtain and you're like, I'm
I
in
should've
for
known.
it. Yeah.
If
And
it
there was
sounds
a
too
red
good to be
light.
true, it probably is.
Shout out to
Was-
like my solutions consultant Jay. I like dropped him my location right away, and I was like, if I don't make it back,
Shout out Jay.
yeah,
Was there a red light on the door at all?
no red lights that I noticed, but yeah, it hit me up in my DMs for the full story.
So the hot take exactly is to just pay for the full
Pay the
massage.
full price.
Pay full
the
price.
full price. Don't put yourself in that position.
Okay. That seems like a straightforward take, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, lesson learned, but
Yeah.
now I've been to Vegas a million times, and like that's my first run in
At
with
least you got out of there
the
safely.
dark side
Yeah.
of Vegas. That's
Nothing
true.
happens, yeah.
That's
Nothing
true.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, that we know.
That we
That
know.
we know. Take it to the grave.
That's right. Julian, what about you?
So work one is pretty easy. It must be AI related now, right? It's
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
Also,
AI.
can I mention that like it was my customer who's like, tell the story about the massage. I'm talking about like how close you are with your customers. It's like, yeah, tell the story. Anyways, go ahead.
You're a great A oversharer also. I mean,
little
it's
bit.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Transparent, yeah.
I'm still wearing the bracelet from the Rabbit R1 launch, like the AI
Yeah,
device, right? And that
They look
looks
cool.
They look great. I mean, teenage engineering, right?
Yeah.
It's like a great device, but I mean that suggests that I'm much more into AI than I actually am. I feel it's like this is like typical overhype, right? Like so many companies going all in on AI and making this their whole story, which I get, right? But there's, I don't know, it's not just a weapon that can solve all, or a tool that can solve all questions, right? All problems. So you need to, it's basically one tool in your arsenal that you can use for specific things. And I mean, we deploy AI for some things as well, which is super helpful, right? But I'm a bit wary of this AI everything everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's
That's
a
a
hot
good
take.
one. I like that. That's
Julian
a
won't
good
take
hot
this
take.
bracelet off, and I joke that he's like the kid who goes to the hospital for a migraine in high school and then comes
keeps
back
it.
with the
How
with the
much
band
germ-
and is
We
like,
should
yeah.
test that. Like a germ
Don't talk to me
test.
about it.
Do we have a
Ooh.
kit?
I am wearing it when I shower, so it's clean. It's like my towel. So my other hot take is actually you don't need to wash towels, right? Because
That is a hot take.
you clean your towels.
That sounds like Nick from New Girl. Yeah, I think that's a New Girl episode, actually.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is. It
I
is.
still want to test it.
Yeah.
No,
we
you
need to
don't.
test it.
Yeah.
I like the AI one, though.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I think, here's another hot take for me. I think on the customer experience side, I think when AI is kind of rolled out and everyone's using it as consistently as we anticipate, I think the luxury kind of CX experience is going to be someone on a phone.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be talking to a human.
But you know that AI on the phone is already so damn realistic as well, right?
For sure.
It's really hard to push
Yeah.
out. But yeah.
But I think people are going to crave kind of that human touch in the future.
Being in sales for
Just
a long
like
time.
Larry was craving the human touch in Vegas and went off the strip for
Oh, great.
it's kind of moving back.
I
Never
love when,
dying.
Never dying.
I know, never dying. I
We're
love
digging
when
it up.
like sales trainers come forward and they're like this really interesting idea, and they're like, after a sales call, you should write a handwritten note to thank your prospect for meeting with you.
Yeah.
Like it's this revolutionary idea, but it's just all.
It's all
coming
coming
full
around, yeah.
circle.
Direct mail, right? I mean, like the amount of
Yeah.
automation in sales too, and all the emails that we get, and it's. I think we're gonna be going retro.
For sure.
Okay, if you can describe a moment or experience that significantly shaped your perspective in your career, what would that be?
This massage in Vegas. You go first from this
All
one.
right. Yeah, I always come back to the same story around that stuff, right? So my dad runs a trucking company back in Germany. When he
Drives
was,
truck.
He actually has a driver's license for a truck as well, but he actually
He's
doesn't
got a business as
drive.
well.
Yeah, exactly. So he joined a existing company, so basically a freight forwarder, right? They had like around 15 people or so when he joined the company, and now he retired like 2 years ago, roughly, and they were 500 people, right?
Wow.
They have BMW, Mercedes. They have some pretty good customers. And he always ran this also very much in a people philosophy, right? So people like to exactly as you said, like to buy from people they like, right?
He's a guy's guy.
Yeah, exactly, right. And on his last day in the office, essentially, he had like this little get together, right? And there were like, of course, the employees and former employees and all that stuff, right? It was quite a big gathering. And I don't know, what he spoke about, etc., and how he thinks about how to run a business and stuff. That really stuck with me, right? I think there's like a good set of values behind that, and putting the people first, making sure everybody is like doing all right, and not exploiting who's working in the company. I don't know. I think that really shaped how I like to think about a company, and it is a collection of people afterwards, right? It's not like metrics in an Excel sheet. If everybody's pulling together, and we had great conversations about that yesterday evening as well at our dinner together, right? If everybody's motivated and feels as part of the journey, then that's much more powerful than having great metrics in some Excel somewhere, right?
Exactly. I
But
love that.
maybe that's me only.
No,
yeah.
that's fantastic. That makes a lot of sense.
I think mine's kind of similar. When I started in my first sales job, I had a business mentor. He was my sales manager at the time. Shout out to Dan Kimmel. I don't know which camera to look at. Who's still my business mentor
I
today.
didn't say shout out to my dad, right?
Oh, shout out to Dad.
Shout out to Dan.
Shout out to dad.
Yeah.
But I had a sales manager, Dan, who really took we had a small group of sales reps. He took a super strong interest in not only a lot of sales managers come in and they're like, hey, I need you to sell because I want you to make me money, right? But he took a lot of time. He took a lot of time to figure out what motivated us.
To make sure that you were really good, that you could sell and to make your money.
And so he had always told me, and this has stuck with me all these years, he was like, hey, you need to do 3 nice things for somebody before you ask them for something, right?
I like that.
Because everybody comes in business and they're like, more me now. He always says that, and so it's what are some nice things that I can do for you? And it's funny, it's a lot of times when he would give me advice, I'd always be like, oh, that's stupid, you're old, you don't know what anything's like, right? And then I find myself kind of implementing a lot of that stuff and then seeing my career kind of take off and be successful. So I used to run a pretty successful networking group in downtown Minneapolis where I am, and that was kind of all his idea. He was like, why don't you get all the fun people you know in one room together, and then it'll just take off and people will want to be a part of it. And we did. We had a really good run for a while before COVID, and I feel like we're kind of building that out now. We put out the call and we can fill a room with people, and I think that's super fun. And it's people gravitate to that authenticity, and we're trying to help each other out, help other people out, right? And they like that. Give people the space to grow, and so that's kind of something that's always stuck with me, and I try to keep.
Tanner, now I know why Larry brought me coffee the first time we were on a trip together.
That's right.
He was chipping on his 103.
That's right. 103, yeah.
Now when I call you, you're like, shoot, I have to take his call.
Exactly.
I have to take his call.
Yeah.
You bought me coffee.
You owe me one. Yeah.
And a croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay, what reality show do you feel like you're best fit for?
What reality show do you feel like you're the best fit for?
That's a great question. Probably Survivor.
Oh, Naked and Afraid.
Only because you have
Actually, that one.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
only because you had a
No.
beard, or is there anything that actually qualifies you?
Because you have a hiking backpack?
Yeah, so because I wear a Timbuktu and I actually strap it across my chest when I'm just walking anywhere, so I feel like I'm ready for
that's
anything.
impressive.
The mean streets of Salt Lake.
Yeah, the mean streets. Survivor. Now I served a 2-year mission
Yep.
in West Africa, in Ghana.
Oh, that's right.
And that's, you're out kind of in the bush.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're washing clothes by hand, you're doing all
Wow.
that stuff,
Yeah.
living amongst the elements and mosquitoes, malaria, all that good stuff, had all that. So that's probably it. Survivor just seems like a fun one too, and I could vote people off the island, and there's some pressure there. So
Yeah.
but you gotta be a team player as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Is there a crazy German one that you
I would love
watch?
to be on The Bachelor too, probably before I was married. I think that would have been fun.
Yeah. Oof. Don't say that now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to be on Setting Sunset or something.
Ooh,
Right? That's all right.
that's a good one too.
But I think I would be a better fit for a cooking show or something.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm an okay-ish cook, not great, okay-ish.
The British Baking Show? Is there a German
Great.
one?
There is a German one, which is
But it's not as
way
good.
less fun.
Yeah, it's not as good.
But I can't bake, so it can't be the Bake Off.
Okay.
Has to be
Chef,
some-
what about Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah, something with
Gordon
Gordon.
Ramsay.
Oh, Hexclad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Hexclad. Shout out Dave Ramsey, the financial guru.
Just taking a whole spin. I don't know, maybe...
Oh, Sandy's in the crowd. Hey!
Is it
Welcome.
Is it cheesy to say Jersey Shore? I don't know.
I was
No,
thinking
I
the
could-
same one.
Oh.
I like a little drama. I like a little drinking.
You like a good hot tub. They
I
were
like a
always
good-
hot tub.
Good. Oh, yeah, you like a good hot tub.
Yeah, Gym 10 laundry. You love to do laundry. I know that about
You'll
you.
never see me with my hair.
People have been
not-
saying that.
with my hair not done.
They're like, Larry loves doing laundry. Yeah,
yeah, love doing laundry. You'll never see me with my hair not done.
that's true.
You can't be fat and have ugly hair, so you gotta do it both. So I feel like Jersey Shore is where it'd be at.
Yeah,
Jersey
that's actually
Shore.
good. That's cool. Oh, yeah.
And a cooking show for you.
Yeah.
I like that. I
That's
like
kind
that
of
a lot.
lame.
No, it's going to be a great cooking show.
Okay, how do you see yourself evolving experience-wise over the next, let's say, 2 years? 2 years is a long time.
2 years
in
is
our
a
business.
crazy
It's
long
like
time.
in startup land. I mean, you guys aren't really a startup.
No, we still are.
You're
Scale
still a
up.
startup.
Yeah,
Scale
yeah,
up, yeah.
Yeah, we still are.
Scale up.
Yeah, I think that's what you evolved to.
Yeah. Glow up.
Yeah, we're in our glow up phase. Yeah, I don't know. For me, obviously in sales, like I don't know. I always kind of say like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm always kind of learning stuff, right? I think for me,
So is that
We have
that's a
this
false
really-
statement? Then you myth busted that.
yeah,
You're an old dog.
Yeah, right.
But you're
Hashtag
learning new tricks.
myth bust.
Yeah.
We have this really demanding men's clothing brand that we work with.
Oh, wow.
And so we actually have like weekly meetings with them.
yeah.
You want to say that on air weekly?
Yeah, well,
Is it weekly?
It is weekly. They're not always like weekly meetings with them. And I decided in the beginning, so a year ago, that I'd sit in on the calls just to find out.
Yeah.
Because the person that I was sold to is a brilliant CX mastermind. Say nice things, right?
Amen.
And so I just sit in there and I listen between Julian and her
Yeah.
and her team talking about all the things they want to do, and like we call it a design experience or experience designer. Yeah, experience designer, like somebody who like takes
That
what
sounds
they
like a
want.
reality
It
TV show.
actually should be. We should
It
lock
could
them all in
be,
a room
yeah.
You
together.
should
Good one.
start broadcasting those calls.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like then nobody would want to work with us because they just copy all of your guys' ideas. But then I sit there and I listen to them talk. I mean, I'm just like there to buy time. Like I just say like, hey, how's the weather? What are your kids up to? Blah, blah, blah. So that Julian has like 5 minutes to come in.
Yeah.
And
I'm always
then-
late.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah,
then I
classic
just like
C-suite
sit-
executive.
yeah,
Am I
exactly,
right? Huh?
Yeah.
Then I just sit quietly and then I listen to them talk, and I just think I mean, every story that I tell, or everything that I've learned has been about that. So I think that as we continue to evolve, we're really hitting our stride, adding a lot of new brands, and I think we've met a lot more people that think that way.
Yeah.
And so like for me, I see just like as I dive deeper into the Shopify ecosystem, e-commerce, like learning what all these people like who are really thinking about like post-purchase as like a revenue generator, that's where I see myself growing and evolving.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great answer.
And
Elaborate.
shout out to Larry for being the top salesperson in the history of
Well, this
Parcel.
isn't. Oh,
Yeah.
Shout out Larry. Top sales.
cut that though, because I got coworkers who are going to be like, "Oh, great, he's super humble."
But he
Someone else
didn't
shouted
say
you
it.
out. Yeah,
He
someone.
didn't
It's
say it.
I didn't say it. You're right.
And
I-
they should
I'll
be
say it too.
competitive.
yeah.
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 Nobody watches this show.
Hot take.
Hot take. Hot take.
Hot take.
I think it's
Hey,
busted.
shout out
Am I
the
right?
entire sales team at parcelLab. You guys got to watch this episode.
Anyways,
Okay. No, this is fantastic. Julian, what about you?
I mean, for me and my wife, actually, this will be 2 very interesting years anyways, right? We just now permanently relocated to the States. That's obviously like a huge
Welcome
thing.
home, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Obviously, for us, it's now we have to work with checks and stuff. So traveling to the early 1900s in
That's
terms
right.
of payment.
You're writing checks.
Yep, great.
he calls Bank of America BOFA.
Yeah,
It's like I signed up with BOFA. I was like,
think
"Meet
it's-
C of A."
I think it's funnier to call them BOFA.
BOFA's cool.
BOFA is kind of
Yeah.
cool,
So
right?
since we talked about like shouting out people that don't sponsor the show, like BOFA, if you
Yeah.
want to steal that, take it.
Yeah, take it. Yeah, B of A, no, BOFA.
Yeah.
This is where it's
Yeah.
at. Right? It's way funnier.
It's way better.
And then actually for me at parcelLab, it's also an interesting phase because we have a lot of new executive team and leadership actually coming in, right?
Yeah.
And taking, luckily, a lot of the management stuff off of my plate so I can focus on what I actually care more about, which is product and creating a little bit of uncertainty and risk for the business, right? I think some of the Silicon Valley gurus always said the role of a founder actually is to introduce risk, right? Every company can play it safe, but you need somebody who constantly breaks things. And I mean, that's my role.
That's you.
That's my role,
Yeah.
right? So I'm really looking forward to the next 2 years.
Love it.
Not only because
You're ready to break some stuff again.
Yeah.
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 I love
Exactly.
Which leads us to our game, breaking.
that. Breaking. Speaking of which, our
Plates.
next segment, that concludes segment number 1 out of the
Nice.
box. Our next segment has nothing to do with breaking anything, but I felt like this was a good time to transition. Reba, what do we got? Word association.
Oh, my
You
second
guys know how to
language.
play?
Nice. Yeah.
So this is great. So we have, so this is how it's going to work here. So I count 3, 2, 1. So I'll say the word first, and then I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and you guys have to.
Oh, okay. We have to say the same word.
Say the
I
same
play this with my kids, but we call it got it.
Okay.
Wait,
So it's not
all of
called
us have
got
to
it.
say the same word?
No,
So we're
I'm
gonna
not saying
say-
that. I count down. You two have to say.
We say a word,
Yeah.
whatever word at the same time,
Yeah.
right?
So if I'm like balloon, 3, 2, 1, and then you have to say a word.
Oh,
that's
you're going to show us the
associated
word
with
first.
balloon.
Okay, so it's
Sweet.
got to match up. So, like, let's say it's green and we both say tree. You'll cut
And if
off.
we say the same word, we win?
You get a point.
Oh, all right. So I need to not only think about a good word, but I need to get into Larry's brain.
You've got to get inside that sick
Make-
mind of
Make
Larry's.
sure it's not like a German word.
3, 2, 1.
Because I don't think Larry's using
Yeah.
the
Okay,
German
we're
word.
more alike than we are.
I love
unlike,
that.
so-
I know, and I've felt that. I felt that
I
today.
go for a lot of war references though. So let's
Yeah.
see if we're really that alike.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Okay, so there's
Oh, Pokemon,
gonna be
yeah.
10 words.
Okay.
Okay,
Love
first
it.
word. Umbrella.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Rihanna. Nice! Right off the bat, I told you we're the same
I'm
person.
shook. I thought you were gonna say rain, and then it was like Rihanna, and I was like, whoa, where'd that?
All right, game's over.
We win.
10 points.
Yeah.
Octopus. 3, 2, 1.
Calamari.
Disgusting.
Okay,
That's tough. That's tough.
way to ruin it for us. You should've
Calamari.
said-
I think
Calamari's
is calamari
also
octopus
disgusting.
or
No,
squid?
calamari squid.
Squid.
It's actually squid. Yeah, it's not octopus.
Oh,
it's a
well,
different thing.
look at me, dumb sales rep.
Both disgusting. So.
Word number 3. Oh,
Oh.
backpack.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Mystery
Tanner.
ranch. Oh, now we're.
I thought you were gonna say Timbuktu. I thought you were gonna
should've.
refer to my
Yeah, it could have been. I would have
You
thought
were-
Tanner.
we
too.
were
I thought that
thinking on
was
the same one, yeah.
obvious. I thought that was too obvious.
Word number 4.
Okay.
Shout out something, right? Mystery range. Shout out
Okay.
mystery range. Yeah,
Mystery
that's
ranch.
what's
Yeah.
up.
Oh, we
Galaxy. 3, 2, 1.
Android. You have to say it at the same time.
Oh
as
yeah,
you-
sorry. This is too
It's
tough.
really like the Rihanna, and then it just plummeted
Sorry,
from
yeah,
there.
this is Galaxy is one of my trigger words because actually, so no,
Oh,
quick
great.
detour.
Yeah,
right?
let's take a detour with Julian.
Childhood trauma.
In uni, I participated in this challenge.
For
where you
everyone
build
at home, uni is just university or college.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's just college, right? We had this challenge, or it was actually a nationwide competition where you build a 1 to 50 model car that drives autonomously on a street and parks and stuff.
What?
Just a casual.
Yeah.
Just a casual.
So we built that. It was amazing, and our team name was Galaxy.
And he co-founded Tesla.
This completely distracted me.
That's it. That's
There's
insane, by the
6
way.
more words, and when he says one, we have to say the word at the same
Maybe
time.
look at each other first.
Yeah, I know that, but
Look
Galaxy,
Larry deep
Galaxy
into
was
his eyes,
too much
deep
for me
into
now.
those
It, like,
green
completely
eyes.
threw me off. I'm
Green?
so sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
my wife
game
says
now.
moldy cat eyes. I have moldy cat
That's
eyes.
too bad.
Super concentrated now.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Word number 5. Twilight.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Vampires.
Edward.
Oh.
I was gonna say Edward too.
Okay.
Yeah?
We were on the same page.
Actually, I think Tanner and I should play. You're out, Larry.
You're
He's
out.
just saying that because he's not actually saying
Word
the
number
words.
6. Velvet. 3, 2, 1.
Red.
Damn it.
Oh, shit.
I forgot the name. What's the thing we had in Munich? We had the cinnamon
mousse.
bun.
Mousse.
Cinnamon bun.
Yeah, red velvet.
Yeah. Oh, red velvet. Oh, yeah. I wanted to say red velvet. Oh, damn it. I wanted to say that.
Why did
Yeah.
you
we
do
wanted that
word
one.
association
We
with a guy
wanted-
whose English is a second language?
That's the point.
Oh, okay. Could we have some German words up here?
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
word number 7. Frog. 3, a 2, a 1.
legs.
Green. No, we're off, right?
We are
This is
terrible.
tough. Okay, we're gonna crank through the last 3.
Yeah, well, hurry up.
Number 8. Marshmallow. 3, 2, 1.
S'mores. Okay, we're back.
Good. We're back. We're back. We're back.
You're going too slow. That's the
we go.
problem.
We're back. Okay.
Okay.
Number 9. Bubble.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bath.
Oh, bath. They don't call bubble gum. Do you take
Bubble
bubble baths?
gum.
No.
Bubble gum.
I also don't eat bubble
Bubble
so-
gum for
right.
me.
Okay, last one.
Okay, number 10. Whisper.
Okay.
Whisper.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Silent.
Secret. Oh, silent. I would have done
Yeah,
silent.
secret is actually better.
Yeah.
All right,
secret
we got
whisper.
2.
Yeah, 2.
And
Two out of 10.
the rain one was really good.
That was
really
so
good.
good.
And actually, s'mores was good too because you guys don't do s'mores in.
Yeah, that's true. We
Germany.
don't have s'mores.
So the fact that he came up
What
with
do you guys
that,
have? What do you do around the fire?
Go home.
Just go on.
plot world domination.
Julian, you know what you should have said for your, what's it called?
I don't know. You tell us.
Bubble?
Whatever the thing was.
Red velvet.
No. Hot take.
Oh.
The water. How you guys make fun of us in the water.
Oh, this is so funny. Americans and their water, right?
Yeah.
You guys, like, you don't need that much water, right? It makes no sense. You see in America, I know, like always, you see somebody walking down the street in Germany and they have a bottle of water, American tourist. That makes no sense.
Really?
No
Just drinking
German.
water constantly?
We never bring water anywhere. Like, never. Like, you
Not
don't
even
hear
a
my word.
sporting event.
Never.
What?
They
No.
don't give their kids water.
No, of course we don't. If
Do you
they
hear
want-
that? Hot take
Yeah,
out of
hot
the
take.
crowd.
No. And I
Germans
also,
don't give their kids water.
No, we don't. No. If they want water, they can go to the tap. And,
I went to a football game when we were in Munich, and the guy in front of me in the general admission session was just chain smoking cigarettes, and they got angry, and this guy a couple rows behind me threw a beer, hit a kid in front of me. Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
And I was like, where am I? Like, who smokes in public anymore like
Yeah,
this?
Germans.
And not a water bottle in sight.
Yeah.
But a
But beer.
glass of
But
beer.
there was beer.
Yeah.
And this just
Wait, it was a
doused
glass?
This kid. No, it was a
No,
plastic cup.
plastic cup, yeah.
Just doused this
It's like
kid, and
a
he just was
pint.
like,
Yeah, so I drink
Germany.
coffee in the morning until 2 p.m. and I don't drink water until then. You don't need that much water.
wild.
Trust me, you don't. It's
They definitely
completely
don't put ice
unnecessary.
in it.
It goes for you as well, Larry.
hot take. I
see
need
a
Hot
water.
take. That was a hot take. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
take 2 of hot take.
Hot
Yeah.
takes. You're gonna have to edit a lot of this.
Okay, that concludes segment number 2.
Nice.
Now we're on to segment number 3. Fact or cap, special edition here.
Oh,
We've got so we're going to test your knowledge and intuition by asking you whether or not something is fact. Cap is false.
Okay.
For those of you that are in
Yeah.
your mid to late
We're
30s,
old, but we're on TikTok. Don't worry.
you're
Yeah.
on TikTok.
And we watch a lot of documentaries, so we know a lot of facts.
That's right. So, okay, so a statement's going to be on the screen, and then there's going to be 10 different statements, but here's where the trick comes in. Some are going to be in German, some are going to be...
Oh, that's amazing.
Some are going to be German facts
My
or
boss-
caps, and there's going to be
Yeah.
US-based fact or caps.
when we landed
sweet.
some of
in
them are way easier than others.
when we landed in Germany, my boss was like, "What I love about German is that you can kind of guess the English words from the German words." I was like, "No, you cannot."
No, you cannot. You cannot.
So I cannot
Also,
wait to
let
see
the
these.
record show, Larry just said, what I love about German, not Germany.
German, the language.
Oh, German as the language. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you were saying like,
Let the
oh,
record show that
what I love
Tanner
about
doesn't listen
German.
when I talk.
Well, the record shows are not in German.
Oh, they're not.
They're not in German. No, they're not in German.
Oh, that would
But
have
they're-
been way funnier.
No, so not the language. I was thinking about the country.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay, let's just get into it. Okay, number 1. The United States has more McDonald's restaurants per capita than any other country.
You have
Fact
to agree.
or
No.
cap? No.
You're found first in each other.
I think that's a
Cap.
fact.
Cap.
Cap?
Yeah.
Why?
And you
Definitely
said
more than
fact.
Russia. Fact.
I think there's like a Qatar or something has more McDonald's and it's
Per
like
capita.
a tiny.
Oh,
it's
per
a tiny
cap.
country.
Per capita. Per
and they have,
capita.
like,
Well, I feel like
a
you're
lot of McDonald's.
pushing me away from fact, so I'm gonna say cap.
Okay, let's see the answer.
What's both your final answers?
I'll stick with fact because I love the U.S.
Fact. Because I love the U.S. USA.
Hey, we're in each other's
Yeah.
mind. All right.
You're
Okay.
chanting
Oh wait,
USA.
let's actually go back here.
Yeah,
So 13,529 McDonald's.
Shout
in
out
the
to
United
Ronald
States.
McDonald.
That's a lot.
Shout out to Ronald, man. That's world domination.
Yeah.
He's sitting around
Really?
the fire pit,
Not even
and
s'mores.
he's just plotting world domination on the United
That
States
is
and
true.
obesity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fries don't go bad after.
The fries don't go bad.
But they taste
Is that a
so
conspiracy?
I think it's
Factor
just-
cap.
I think it's fact or cap.
I mean, there's a
Actually
McDonald's on the
fact.
other side of the Kremlin, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
All right. What's the next?
World
one?
domination. Number 2, Germany has won fewer FIFA World Cup titles than the United States. That's tough.
Oh, and yeah, he doesn't watch any sports.
no,
I
that's
know,
cap.
that's why-
I know that.
He's playing video games all the time.
So that's 4-0. You guys have 0, we have 4.
Okay, so 4
Oh,
to
then
0.
the United States. I'm gonna agree with him. Yeah.
So cap on both. That's cap. Oh, 4 and 0.
Whoa, okay,
Yeah.
now that's
knows.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's national pride. I need to
That
know
is,
that.
you do
Yeah,
need
So you have to say Germany.
yeah.
Yeah, what's the chant
The-
for Germany?
So
Well,
in Germany, well, yeah, there's a few that we're not allowed to say anymore. And then
What's the new one?
And the new one is so Germany in German is Deutschland, right?
Yeah,
And you
that's right.
drop the Deut
Fact.
and you just say Schland. Schland.
Schland.
Schland. That's what
Okay.
you do.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Schland.
Sounds inappropriate.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, number 3. The United States has the longest coastline of any other country in the world.
Cap.
Yeah, cap.
Norway.
Norway?
Oh, it's Norway.
Okay.
Because they
he's-
have all the
he's
crests
sure.
and stuff.
I was going to sound real dumb. So I was going to say Africa, which is a continent.
Or Canada, maybe. I don't know. I think it's Norway.
Okay. Cap.
It was
Canada's
Canada after all.
coastline.
Okay, what's my second guess, though?
Nice of you to put it in kilometers.
202,000
Kilometers, that's so nice. That's
kilometers.
Some distance
We're,
in miles.
yeah, we're accommodating.
When
to
we,
our
went
German.
when we went through Swig,
German
did you see
friends.
Julian in the back? He was like, Siri, what is
Yeah,
32 ounces
you
in
ordered
milliliters?
36 ounces from me. It's like, how much is that actually? Yeah.
Liters. We'll put in liters for you next time. Okay, number 4. 65% of the highways in Germany have no speed limit. Autobahn?
Oh, that's a tough
We
one.
talked about this because wasn't that, it was true, but now the Autobahn has.
That's tough though. 65%.
limits.
That's a tough percentage. It could be 50%.
Yeah.
Could be 67%.
No speed limit.
I'll say, I'm going to say fact.
Fact. Yeah.
Fact.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, there's a lot
Fact.
of-
There's no general
Country
speed
roads.
limit, right? But actually, like most of the, we have like these flexible things
Yeah.
where there's a speed limit during during day.
Yeah.
But then at night, it's
Yeah,
unlimited.
it's recommended.
Yeah.
At night it's
At night,
unlimited.
people are just like,
Yeah, at night, dude, people are just
No,
like,
no.
all right.
Yeah, you can just
The
go
most
bananas.
dangerous
Yeah.
time of the day to drive.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
fantastic.
I got a rental car once, which was an M2, so that goes pretty
Great.
fast, right? And I had to go a distance, which my car, it took me like 45 minutes, 50 minutes or so. Took this rental car from the airport home. It took me like 19 minutes. And then I couldn't sleep for 4 hours because I was so full of adrenaline. I was lying in bed sweating.
That's wild. That's sick, actually.
Whoa.
Shout out BMW.
Whoa. We saw it.
Okay,
shout out
yeah.
okay, here we go.
Okay, number 5. There are more bourbon barrels than people in Kentucky. Fact.
Yeah, that's a fact, right?
Yeah, I
must be a
know.
fact.
I have a buddy who's VP of marketing for a whiskey barrel company or bourbon barrel company, and so
What's
I
his
feel
name?
like they're
Do you want to shout him out real quick?
Justin Schultz.
Yeah, nice.
I actually managed him for a while, and then he realized he wasn't a good sales rep, so he went into marketing. But anyways,
Hot take.
yeah. So I think that's where their warehouse
Is that a
is.
nice
So let's try fact.
Fact.
7.5 million.
Yeah, more than.
1.55 barrel.
That's pretty wild.
Wow.
It's about 2 to 1.
They use old bourbon barrels to make rum.
Do they?
Yeah.
Hot take.
No, that's
Fact.
just a fact.
Okay, next one. Number 6. Germany was one of the last countries to adopt the concept of daylight saving time.
Well, here, do you know what daylight savings time is?
Yeah, we still have it.
Oh.
We still have it. The recent adoption was actually by somebody who's not as famous. Well, he's still famous, but not as liked anymore.
So we'll say fact.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Fact.
fact.
Cap.
Oh, okay. Well,
Germany is one of the first to adopt.
First to adopt.
Was the first.
Oh, really? The first one? Oh, I'm so
Wow.
sorry. I apologize to the world for this terrible,
Yeah, look at you
terrible
leading the way.
idea. Such a bad idea. I hate daylight
In
savings.
1916.
Every engineer,
What
every
else did
software
Germany
engineer in
do
the
in
world
1916?
hates
Yeah.
time zones and especially daylight savings.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for every. I'm really
yeah.
sorry.
Messes me up every time. Number 6. The Hollywood sign has its own zip code.
Oh, well. Let's just
mean-
go with fact.
Yeah, that's kind of unique. It's got to be.
so fact.
Yeah.
No, my
Cap.
gosh.
The Empire State Building has its own
Oh,
zip
there you
code.
go.
Oh,
New York.
wow, nice.
That's pretty
Empire State. Woo!
We are
Shout out to
definitely
the Empire
not-
State.
we're
Yeah,
not
shout
smart.
out to New York, man.
We're showing our dumb.
Okay, here we go. Number 7. German is the 5th most widely taught language worldwide.
So it's
That can't be
English,
true.
Spanish, Mandarin, Hindi, and then probably.
Italian.
No, it can't be German. No, Italian. No way. Fifth.
We'll say cap.
Well,
Cap.
We say cap.
Fact.
Oh my God.
Oh, English, French, yeah, Mandarin, and Spanish.
I have French. Of
What was the other one
course,
that you did?
French. Yeah, I thought Hindi.
Oh, yeah.
Check your sources.
That's just what they speak. It's not taught, though.
Check multiple. These
Okay.
are not
Turning.
top.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. We
Oh,
trust
wow.
you. We trust you.
Okay. Number 8. The USA has over 4,000 colleges.
Yeah, fact.
Unis.
Yeah.
4,000
Talking
unis.
community
That
colleges.
must be a fact,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go
fact.
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 Nice.
Nice.
Germany only has 400, I think.
Germany,
Less than that,
Germany
maybe.
only has 400
Ah,
unis.
yeah, maybe, yeah. But we have also
But
pretty
they're all
big
free.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're big ones, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
400.
And they're all free.
Yeah. Well, we have private ones as well, but no, like, not a lot. Actually, my wife was at one, but most of them don't. Like, yeah. My university has 60,000 students.
That's big.
It's not even like one of the biggest ones, actually.
That's wild. What's the population of Germany?
82 million.
Oh yeah, it's big. It's really big.
What's the population of the US?
335 million, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, the world's largest cuckoo clock is located in Germany.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Is it in Munich?
Nah, it's Black Forest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy. There it is. Cap.
Oh my God! They got us. They got us so bad.
Wait.
In Ohio, even.
Shout out.
Shout out Ohio.
Okay.
Shout out to Ohio. Yeah.
23 feet tall and 24 feet wide.
Wow. So Ohio is
Rebecca was so
outlaying
proud of
us.
this fact
She
too. The
loved that,
moment
dude.
we got it, she
Dude,
was like,
you were
"No!"
sold.
She was
Wow.
like, wait till you
Wow.
see how bad this is. Okay.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Good
Wow.
for you, Ohio.
It's a
Good
good,
for you.
one.
Good
It's
for
a
you.
good one. It's
Yeah,
a pretty
good
one.
for
It's
you.
pretty.
A reason to visit.
Last one.
Number 10. Maybe not. There are more private aircrafts in the United States than any other country combined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
must be.
All other countries.
Sorry,
Oh,
all
all
other
other
countries.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah,
must
we're,
be.
we're pretty big.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, and
Ooh,
you
I-
actually
I-
need a plane to get anywhere. In Germany,
that's
you
true,
don't
that's
need a plane.
Yeah,
need
yeah.
the
You can
space.
walk.
Private.
Yeah, but you need
Yeah,
the spaces.
private. Yeah.
It's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, like Taylor
Yeah.
Swift's.
But Manhattan has like the most millionaires in the world and stuff, right? I think, yeah.
Wow.
Let's see.
Fact.
Fact. The United States has
Wow,
nearly
2/3.
67% of the private
is-
jets
Yeah,
worldwide.
that's so many that it's even slightly embarrassing, right?
That doesn't look
Yeah.
great, but
Amazing.
go capitalism, am I right, guys?
Yeah, there we
All
go.
right, cool. Okay.
Good. I think you got 6.
Yeah, that was
Way
great.
better than the word association.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rihanna one though still was breathtaking.
It was,
Yeah.
it was
That was a
breathtaking.
great experience.
like everything. We start strong, and then it's just all downhill
It
from
tempers
there.
out a bit, yeah.
Well, hey guys, that concludes segment number 3. Thanks for coming on the OP show.
Thanks for
I
having
appreciate
us.
having both you guys.
Last
Nice.
thing.
Okay, you got three cameras on you. What's the big thing you're doing this year? What are you most excited about?
Didn't we just talk about evolving? Like that's kind of the thing. What's the
Evolution
big thing,
takes time though.
Yeah.
What's the big thing?
thing this year?
Fireworks.
We're going to Italy.
What?
Oh yeah, we're going to Italy. Yeah.
Are you taking? Is Brianna coming? Is the team
What is
coming?
this for?
Yeah. What is this for?
Company offsite.
Global offsite.
I think I should be invited.
Well, it's on the record. I mean, that's kind of big. I think that's
That
fun.
is big. That's cool.
We have new executives like Julian mentioned, and so we've got some good vision coming in. I think from like a parcelLab perspective, we're going to go to Italy for a couple days and stay in an old castle with no air conditioning. Really rough it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, dude? Castles didn't have air conditioning back in the
Whoa,
day.
weird. Shout out to second half of the year. Keep an eye on parcelLab. Like, yeah, and I don't know. I'm a dad, and I don't have anything to look forward to besides just like running my kids to sports and hanging out with my wife.
I mean, for me, it's a bit tacky, right? But we have so many cool things launching in the second half of the year. I'm super excited about that, right? Every time I get together with the team on returns or outbound, all that stuff, data, I'm so pumped about what we're gonna release in the next few months. This is yeah. I have a hard time really grasping this. I can't hold my excitement. I'm really pumped.
He's a nerd for our product.
You're ready to go.
Honestly,
You're ready to
honestly.
go.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
I'm
yeah.
excited for you. I feel it.
Yeah, the
I
energy.
feel the energy. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, guys, thanks for
What are
stopping
you
by. San
excited
Diego.
for?
Just hanging out with people like you.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
That's sentimental.
So this is what I get excited about.
Cameras.
Yeah. Actually. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, that's a wrap.